PilotDogs has been serving the blind community for over 60 years. We provide guide dogs to the blind at no cost to them. The blind community comes and lives with us for 4 weeks to learn how to use a guide dog. The dogs come as puppies from 6 to 8 weeks old, and I place them in volunteer homes, and volunteers raise them for a year. So during that year, they're asked to expose them outside to traffic sounds, objects in the street that might startle a puppy, lots of people, different situations that they may encounter as adults. And if they encounter them as puppies, then they're not as fearful when they come in for training as an adult dog. We ask raisers to just treat them like their own dog, like their own puppy that they would raise, except for a couple things. We don't allow the dogs on the furniture, and we don't want them begging or eating table food. And you can understand reasons for that. A lot of the blind people take their dogs into other people's homes or restaurants or businesses they work. They have to have a dog that is well behaved, that isn't going to run in and jump up on someone's couch or bed. And we also ask raisers to crate train the dogs. It's an easier way to housebreak them. It also gives them a sense of security when you're not there. A lot of dogs like that experience, having a crate to go in and lay down and be comfortable. The raisers are also asked to attend an obedience course with the dog. This usually happens around 4 months of age for the puppy. And this helps the raiser have a better, well-mannered dog in their home. And it gets the dog on task for the future, learning to accept good behavior. And we want the raisers to be able to walk the dogs without being drugged down the street, because these dogs can get to be 60 to 70 pounds. So starting young and teaching them proper leash manners early is helpful for that as well. That way, when they come in for training at a year of age, the trainers don't have to spend as much time on obedience because they've had the basic obedience from the raiser. So the obedience classes are usually around 8 weeks long. Once a week for an hour. And PilotDogs will reimburse a raiser for up to $80 for an obedience course that they attend. Some of our raisers, it's their first time to have a puppy, so this is really good for them as well. A lot of volunteer raisers are doing this to see if they are actually ready to have their own permanent dog, so a year test run for them works out well. A lot of kids do puppy raising for community service hours. It's a great way to get your hours in. It is a year. It does take a lot of your time, but it's serving two purposes. It's providing a guide dog for a blind person, and it's getting your community service hours. 4 prisons in Ohio raise puppies for us as well. And they're expected to do the same thing that we ask raisers. They have to teach them good manners. We go in and help the inmates. We teach them how to teach the dogs obedience. We get the dogs out twice a week to get them exposure around the city so that they get something outside the compound there where they're exposed to more traffic. Kids are great. We have some just single adults that raise just because they want to raise for us. So a lot of retired couples will start raising for us as well, which is great. We have applications online at pilotdogs.org under the How to Help tab. And yeah, that's basically, we ask for an application. There's also an agreement form saying that you'll agree to raise the puppy to our standards and the dog belongs to us and you'll return it at a year of age. The training of the guide dog takes 5 to 6 months, and that's without the blind person. And then they move on to the 4-week training with their person here at PilotDogs. And these dogs then are exposed to larger groups of traffic, a lot more people, a lot louder sounds in the downtown area. So they also start taking them on buses into buildings, using escalators, elevators. They do take them into restaurants, into stores. They work on all of those things because that's what a blind person is going to be doing with their guide dog.